Okay. So here we are looking at the Maya 7 crate, and we're going to be using a couple different tools today in addition to append. We're going to also be referring back to our Maya 6 tools, the delete edge vertex and the merge, to get this completed. So what we have here is several objects, some of which I've already fused into their original object, some that still need to be combined, merged, and appended to connect to the original geometry. So I have these boards going diagonally, and then we have the main crate shape. So looking at the top and the side, you'll see a couple things worth noting. One, these diagonal edges going to the corners here rather than these straight across lines that you can see right here. These triangles here connecting the edges of these boards to the corner vertice. And then the other thing is, if we look at the inside of these, is that on the completed ones, the edge of the board is connected to the corner, whereas you can see with these ones that haven't been completed yet, the corner of the crate runs clear across to the other original corner of this area. So we want this face to terminate on the board. So we're going to take this in a couple distinct steps, folks. This is a very detail-oriented process. So for starters, I'm going to go ahead and just select my object and do step 1, which is we want to make them all one object. So we're going to combine them, because eventually we will be using merge and append, which I don't think I mentioned in the lecture. You can, or I might have, you can only append, just like with merge, you can only append between edges that are on the same object, right? So if I want to append edges from these boards to this crate, they must be the same object. So all we did was mesh and combine. Now looking at these boards, before I start working with the main crate area, I need to get rid of these extra edges that I left on there to annoy you. So I'm going to go double click this and shift double click this. Edit mesh, delete edge vertex, or command delete is the keyboard shortcut. Make sure you're using it appropriately. You can always double check if you did it right by switching to vertex mode, which I will do in a moment. So I'm going to do command delete again to delete edge and vertex. Command delete again. Command delete again. And is that it? Yep, that's it. So if I want to double check that it worked out well, if I go to vertex mode, I should no longer see vertices that are between these two or between these two. They're effectively the same spots on all sides. So far, so good. So now let's go ahead and weld all of these corners together so that this corner that's on this original, board object, and the same on all sides, these vertices here will merge with these vertices right here to get them connected to the main body of the crate. So just in vertex mode, we'll go ahead and select all of our vertices, and we'll merge, and it's going to go from 124 down to 116. Okay, cool. So we got rid of 8 vertices. That makes sense, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because there's already 2 sides done. Yep. Okay, so the next step, creating our diagonal edges. So it's time to break out the multi-cut tool. And so first, I'm just going to start cutting in these diagonal edges using the horizontal edges still here. So drag past this little corner here, then drag up this, enter. Boom. Same thing here. Drag, drag, enter, drag, drag, enter, drag, drag, enter. Boom. That's one side done. Then I'll come over here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Again, we're just clicking and dragging enter to lock in the edges when we're happy with them. Let's see, this side, yep. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Keep it simple. This side's already done, and then we just got to do the bottom here. So boom, boom, All right. I believe that should be all of my corners. Yep, that looks about right. Cool. So now, let's go to my select tool, go to my edge mode, and we'll start cleaning out some of these horizontal and vertical edges. So double click this, shift double click this, shift double click that, shift double click that, and then again, we'll delete edge vertex. And we'll know it worked out well if I go into vertex mode. No little vertices right here, just the ones at the corners. Very good. So now I'll do the bottom portion. So I'll do these horizontal ones first. And that one's good. This one, these ones, and this one. And okay. Command delete. And then now I'll do these vertical ones. That'll also get the ones that are on the bottom of the crate. Make sure you're getting the ones on the bottom of the crate. And then again, command delete. And I'll know everything's all good. If I go into vertex mode, I don't see any extra vertices other than the corners. Right on. Cool. So now we'll have to go one side at a time to repair, using append, the connections between these faces. So as I touched on earlier, one of the issues that we need to fix is that these faces run from the corner here all the way to the corner up at the top when they should be terminating at the edge that is on the edge of the board, right? So if I look at the ones I've already done for you, right, see how they terminate there rather than going all the way to here, right? So I'll start over here. And basically, folks, you want to do it 2 faces at a time. If you delete more than that, you could make it difficult to append to the right spots. So I'm going to take this face and this face out. Okay? And then now I can go to my append tool. And first I want to connect the edge of the board to the edge of the crate corner, right? So that'll fill that space in. Enter to lock that in. And then now I will go to append again. Reminder that reuse your last tool is G, so you can use that. And then I want to connect this edge on the face that I just made back up to the top of this. And you'll notice that when I do it correctly, it should leave a triangle waiting to be filled in here, like you can see up here, right? So this terminates here, then there's a trapezoid right here. So then I'll come over here, same thing, grab these 2 faces, delete them, append, connect the edge of the board down to the corner of the crate, and then append again this shorter edge here to the long edge on the outside, and that should fill in. And then now you should just need to put in your triangles. So then I'll append one more time, there to there, append my triangle there to there. Boom. And I didn't note it at the beginning, but there's like 100 and something vertices, and now we're already down to 99 vertices. So we're making a very clean crate. So the thing to think about this, people are always like, I mean, this is kind of like, you would never do this, right, Mr. Meyer? And it's like, well, sort of. But the thing is, think about it. Say you have a warehouse level, right? These crates are just like the typical placeholder, right? You have 150 crates in this small area of the level in the loading zone that the player is inhabiting right now. How many extra faces are you rendering that you don't need to render? That could be causing the players to lag. It could be causing an increased loading zone times. These are the kind of things that you have to think about and come from just granular things like having too many vertices on an asset that you're replicating a bunch of times. And so that kind of stuff can add up. So I'm not just being a nitpicky ass making you do this. Sorry. It will matter. So anyway, that brings me to the other side here. So whoopsie. And then just face 2. And then I'll go ahead and append. And again, we're connecting the corner of the board and the corner of the crate. And then you're connecting this new shorter edge to the long edge makes a trapezoid. Same thing. Delete, delete. Cool. Append to polygon. Connect the board to the crate. Shorter edge to the longer edge. And then when you're left with your two triangles, fill in your triangles. And then, to finalize a side, you will connect this side to this side. Boom, another triangle. And then again, there to there, enter, completed. Boom. And then you'll just continue to repair the other sides of the crate. So I'll do one more side of the crate. Right, so same process though. So once you get to this part, you're pretty much, you know, on the last leg, right? You just got to complete all the sides. So boom, 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 cool. Okay, append, boom, boom, great. G, reuse my last tool, boom, reuse my last tool, boom, great. Boom, boom, cool. Append, edge from board, edge to crate, shorter edge, longer edge, enter. Delete these faces. Append, crate edge, board edge, enter. Reuse last tool, shorter edge to longer edge, boom. Fill my triangles. And finally fill the big triangles. And don't be afraid to move around to make it easier to see what you're trying to click on, etc., etc. I think you get down to 92 vertices. I think people have gotten it to 89 before, and I didn't understand how, but it should be around 90, I want to say, when you are done, folks. Okay, so that's it for the crate. Again, I will be annoying and nitpicky, so you should make sure that it looks like this on all sides. Thank you for watching.